Hello and welcome to In the Kitchen with Pen. Now today, actually I'm coughing, I'm making a recipe that I found on YouTube, and the recipe is from recipe30.com, and it is for a garlic chicken and potatoes. And my ingredients really, I swear to you, couldn't be simpler. You need a chicken, but here's the caveat, but you need to butcher your chicken. You need to remove the backbone, which is there, and the legs. Okay, so do that, you're done. So you need a chicken crown. You need an onion that you've sliced. You need some olive oil. You'll need some potatoes. And you'll need some garlic, and I've got 3 cloves there. You'll need some thyme. Come on, we've always got time for this, haven't we? And you'll need some salt and pepper. So I shall move you and you can see exactly what we're going to do. But first, because I'm going to be handling the raw chicken, I'm putting on some gloves, and we'll see you when you're over there. Right then, to start, I'm going to put a little bit of oil in my cast iron skillet, and then I'm just going to lay the onions in the bottom. Hopefully this will fill the bottom, yeah, pretty much. So cast iron skillet, a little bit of olive oil and some onions. And then we'll go in with a few sprigs of thyme. I'm just going to use some straight. There we go, got a few sprigs of thyme. And we'll go on with some salt and some pepper at this stage too. So some black pepper, and do you know what? I'm actually going to just use some ordinary table salt and some table salt. There we are. Now, got too much there, so right hand, left shoulder, stick the salt in the devil's eye. That I can just move to one side when I can find a side. And now we need to concentrate on our butter, and it's softened butter, and as usual I softened it in the microwave and let it go a little bit too far, but we'll manage with what we've got. So I need to take my garlic, and using a fine grater or a plain grater, just grate my garlic, not my fingers, into the butter like so. Right then, I've got my garlic butter, and what I've done is I've stuck my hands underneath here and I've loosened the skin, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill underneath the skin with this lovely garlic butter, and we want to make sure we do all of it, and we do both sides of the chicken because there's 2 breasts obviously, and push it right back. And what you can do is you can use your clean hand just to smooth it all the way along. Right, and once that's done, we're going to just leave it. I'm going to use all of this butter if we can, or as much of this butter as we can I should say, and so we're just pushing it along all of the breast like so. That's it, push it down. That's it. Right. And what we're going to do now is just leave that just to one side for just a few moments whilst we get on with the potatoes. And all we're going to do with our potatoes is, I am using the mandolin, is we're just going to slice them quite thinly. And that's it. Use your guard. I know TV chefs don't, but A, I'm not a chef, B, I'm not on telly, and C, I quite like both my hands. And we are just going to push down and slice our potatoes. That's not on properly, is it, Pen? Do you know what? It's amazing when you put stuff together properly. It works. So I'm getting even sized slices of potato that are quite thin, and they will cook evenly and well. So now I need to get back my pan with the onions, the thyme and the seasoning, and we're just going to layer our potatoes all over the top of the onions. Now I've got 3 potatoes out. I may only need 2, but we'll just wait and see. So I'll be back when this is done. Right, that took 1 and a bit potatoes to cover it. So obviously it's going to depend on the size of your pan. So now I'm just going to season again with the salt and the pepper, and I'll go with the sea salt this time just to give us just a little bit of a crunch. We can now pop our chicken breast on the top, and we're not going to waste any of this garlic butter, because what we'll do with that is we'll make sure that our chicken is all covered, but we'll also just dot it over the potatoes too. So waste not, want not. Make sure your wings are covered. Okay, now hand wash. Sorry, I know this is boring, you can't see anything, but it needs doing. And I can't touch the big screen because of my dirty hands. That's it. I would be washing my hands at this point, whether I was on film or not. Okay, so now we need to season our chicken. So again, we're going to go with some black pepper and some salt. And I'm going to go slightly off-piste, and I'm going to add a bit more garlic powder just to the top. Meantime, I'm going to heat my oven to 190°C on roast, and we're going to cook for about, we'll go 42 minutes. So press start, a little bit of oil over the top, just so that we get a nice crunchy, oops, a little bit of crunchy skin. And that's it. Once the oven is hot, in this will go. Now, very little prep, as you saw, hopefully for an extremely, fingers crossed for me please, tasty meal. And 1.5 potatoes, but there's plenty there, aren't there? So we'll get this in the fridge. Oh, we'll get this in the oven. Right, timer's gone. The thing's just gone off so that I can put it in. It is preheated. Did it again, didn't I? Forgot to lower the rack. So in we go. And I've already checked. I know this fits. And we'll be back in about 40 minutes. Right, we are almost, I'm saying almost cooked, I'm not sure. Obviously, we've cooked it for time, but I've got my thermo pen so that I can check the temperature. I've checked it earlier and I forgot, didn't I? I took it out. It's got a handle. Obviously I used this, but I wanted to move it. And I used my bare hands. So there was a tip from Donal skiing on Saturday Kitchen yesterday. Put a towel over the handle, that way you're not going to burn yourself. So thank you, Donal. I only wished I'd remembered it earlier. Right, yep, look, 79 degrees, we are cooked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the chicken out, put the plates in here just to warm through in the residual heat, take the chicken out, then I will dish up and you'll see it when we're dished up. Right then, finally dished up, 2 plates of garlic chicken with potatoes. It smells absolutely delicious. I did do a little bit of asparagus to go with. It smells delicious. I'm hoping it tastes it, but you know what's going to happen. Take this through to Steve and I'll be back with mine.